Okay guys, what you're looking at is my QBasic conversion of the flood fill algorithm. So the original algorithm was written in C Sharp. I converted it to Pascal, and then from Pascal I converted it to QBasic. So some of these subs might look a little strange. It's because I didn't want to spend time trying to figure things properly, so I just hacked around the code to make it look more like the Pascal version, so I didn't have to change the logic. So that's why this stuff here, let me bring the other editor to show you what it looks like. So this is the same code in Visual Studio Code, and if we look at the subs here, uh, almost line by line, it looks like the Pascal version, which I'll flip over to here and bring the so this is the code here. If we compare, let's find it on the same line. Okay, so you can pretty much see the beginning of the code here. And if we here, let's go to where the while starts. So it's almost identical in terms of, and that's because I've kept the same variable names for the most part, and I did have to change a few things when I recreated the some of the items. I had to give them slightly different names because QBasic uses the word point to read the pixel, and I used point in the Pascal version to create uh, my record basically, and I couldn't do the same thing. So that's why you see here as PT instead of we go here. Here's our point record. So it represents the same thing. It's just slightly different in terms of spelling. Anyway, I didn't think I would be able to do this, but luck was on my side tonight, and it all converted. And let me just run it for you, so you're not waiting. Is it this one? Yeah, QBasic. All right, so let's run this. It's a little slow, but I'm gonna let it run through. You can fast forward through the video if you're watching this. So that's the only filling in the small square there. I'm going to change it so that it fills in the whole screen. And so if you remember, this is a lot slower than the Pascal version, but this is interpreted basic. It's not compiled. So let me just change. So we should be painting outside the square. And we could see now that it's going to take a long time to fill the screen. So fast forward the video if you don't want to watch it paint. But if you are sticking around, it's kind of interesting to watch how it's painting every different object when it goes through the circle and then the rectangles and squares. So just imagine the time that computers were really slow, how long this would take. In terms of the algorithm, it works exactly the same. So pixel perfect in terms of Pascal code and basic code. Now I am going to test this with QB64, and you might be surprised at the results. So stick around, it gets better. So this is literally like watching paint dry, but in pixel form. Okay, we're almost there. It's getting there. I'm not going to run this again in QBasic, so don't worry, things are just going to go faster from this point on. And we're almost there. Just a few more seconds. And it's done. Okay, so I'm going to flip over to the Pascal version. The only difference with this one is that the paint color is red, but let's run this. So this is pretty quick. This is compiled. This is 32-bit Pascal versus interpreted QBasic. So it's not fair. But what we can do, I have, let me see. I have QuickBasic, which allows us to compile this. So let me make sure I'm loading the most recent version of this. And let's make an exe file, make it standalone. And I have another window I'm going to pop down to. What's the, yep, flood2.exe, the one with just the 11 minutes after midnight. That's our one. So I'm going to run this from here and we'll see. So it's a little faster than the interpreted version. Let me go back and compile with the with it painting outside the square. Okay, and let's check this again. All right, let's. So again, it's running much faster than the interpretive version, but not as fast as the Pascal version. Okay, and finally the QB64 version. I'm gonna reload. And just test this. Okay. The output actually comes on my second monitor, so you didn't see anything. Yeah, so the problem I'm having is because the it instantly fills the here, let me put a delay here. Oh, wrong language. Sleep. Can we specify seconds? All right, so let me just do this one more time. Let's increase that to 5 seconds, so that gives me enough time to drag the window over. And it's instant. So this is blazing fast. You don't even see painting of any kind. It's so quick. What I'm going to do is just so that we can see something, I'm going to let's close that. I'm going to put in a delay. Where should we put it? Yeah, let's put it here. Can we specify? Let's try that. Now I've made it too slow. Well, I don't think sleep is. It's waiting for me to hit a key. That's not what I want. Okay, let's. QB64 delay. Okay. Okay, I was close before. Delay. Let's see. Let's try 0.1. So even with a delay, it's pretty quick. Let me change that to 0.5. Okay, that makes it slower. Let's do 0.01. Okay, that's yeah. So this is with a delay. Otherwise, it just comes up instant. So I just wanted to show that it's the same algorithm. It paints exactly the same way, but this is with a delay. And let's see, will that work? Oh yeah. Okay. So that's it for today. I'm going to put the code on GitHub. Probably not tonight. I'm tired, but in the next day or so, you can find it on GitHub and play around with it. I'm probably not going to make it any prettier than it is, but if you feel like doing it, go ahead, let me know.